for higher GC News, Mima Ubibia Kwaba, Hadia, latest and hot news, and Kwa Aramede, Bremo, and Uti, so when you subscribe to channel, idea, Bomodia say, Uber subscribe. Yobayana say, Uber click a the subscribe button. Now, Wabeli, a year notification. We answer video for Frubia Bay upload. Also, once a bear can be. Afi we are now like video give us a thumbs up na afi share ma wo foforo so na when you be here na wo hu ensemo a ekoso e wo Ghana memu hanom afi yenti ye sansem ya ababetuja yenti sa report
enkofo bi a wo say wo mo ye NPP for to share obi a no otene ka mu say oni akono say wo mo ye adwuma on behalf of oral team no honorable Halidu ye mo achemo akwaba
meje so please.
But as a pass watch opinions on here because I mean say uber flow better in the English language. E dia pa na si enra e wo kaswa. E fa sankofo ya wo say wouldn't pass omu ye NPP for no mo so omu di omu djuma on behalf of oral.
Please me that na metia TF4 enura na around 5 thereabout. My brother Penny Oye coordinating director in one of the assemblies in Eastern region. Okita the official car. Yes, one of the pickups drift for Omudi Bayed. Into Waban client because now on Tiapo. So after Wako hospital we now Wako to mattress or call back to the station.
Yeah.
2 guys accosted him around Westfield. And me was fear na me who say what friend is na me sending message am and say my busy but my friend back. But it's now friend. And then I send say oh danger muna me fa call. I catch him say come my nubi shia no say o mu ji ni car no pick up no. Na ora for Emma no to me. Emma o mu to me say omunji government vehicle. And me say okay, on catch him say omunche me ba. So me fa me car me to me car na me call. Me do on na omunche omudi no echo STC police station. So me drive ko na me ko share nipa menu. Nipa menu no me bisa ba ku e kire say me bisa no say dia mu ye no. Mudi be fa kwan emma omu a omu ye criminally minded no ombe fa so like they will be doing bad things against the government. Then say a bunch na ka chen say munya minimum akata na me who ka chen say we end it in wunni ana. Then the guy just became so angry. Minimum kata. So I was a bit suspicious because when I threw that question, I was expecting every genuine party person to stay put and then at least be reasonable with me. But me his reaction actually exposed him. But I was also careful. Me say kanu see I didn't see ombe kipikano. Me say that be muntimin kipikano. Or a coordinating director is entitled to a vehicle. It is official vehicle that he's driving. So you can't keep it.
Mebo, were you coordinating director? Now what does your coordinating director join the tenure of Nana Donanko Akufo Addo?
Yes, were you coordinating director? So when him say Yariboku MCs, NDC to me no.
Yeah.
Or more handy over all the properties of state to the coordinating directors. So as we speak now, the coordinating directors are acting as DC or MCs, etc. in the various assemblies.
Meba. We're coordinating director, Emma Assembly Bay.
Eastern region, Hinfa.
Achimoda. Okay, good. Now, under Nana, where NDC ni ana MPP ni.
No, NDC, we're a public servant. Oh no, his political identity is not even known.
It's unknown.
But I am my brother because of my closeness with him. In fact, Onuna Otchere was second. Onuna share me.
Okay.
And to me, I know I'm very close with him because anytime he comes, his children even comes to me in the house and the rest. So at the end of the maybe this guy went out and called a certain police officer. They say ACP Jerison at the police headquarters. And then that police officer asked the CID to keep the car. I said, no, let me speak to that Jerison. Because I know, as far as I know, because I'm an insider, oral duty and responsibility is to receive complaints of theft of government property, stolen monies or stolen items. But oral never instructed that people should go and use force to take something. And so I am a bit suspicious of these people. Then in the course of the conversation, that say onu oye jumama govlulati. Na me say govlulati because Emra Professor Musu we were presidency. Govlulati is a decent man. He is a very, very disciplined man. Govlulati will not ask you to go again. And I became alarmed because the minority has a press conference.
Yeah.
Kizu Govlulati say onuna or share or encourage young men to say omunko na omu arati Ghana for. Yes, I know me see Debbie. Wabo Govlulati, me friend Govlulati. So my friend Govlulati, my friend Nuna Govlulati was so few. I mentioned the name. He said he doesn't know him. He was so furious. What if he phone number CID no? With the phone number CID no na Govloni CID no kasa na. In fact, another place. Minsuda, but yesterday I worked because the way the guy was behaving and humiliating my brother, I was looking at him. I could have beaten him up, but I was also thinking of the political consequences.
Yeah.
And I restrained myself, and because I was not able to act, then I was actually weeping. Then the CID asked me to come into the room. I went and sat into the room. Then she told me that an instruction had come that the car should be released. So I wanted to go out. Then they said I shouldn't go out. But along the line, that man, the NPP, is one of them is former aspirant of the NPP in Kaswa. Yeah. He contested our Kumsin. Okay. He's called Eric Boateng. And the other guy is called Indego. This Indego guy, they are car dealers. The Indego has his garage around, you can't say, Old Barrier.
Okay.
Close to the Eco Bank. He used to operate that garage there. So I know him, but he doesn't make me out because I've ever sent a car there that he should sell it. I brought a car from India. It was a truck, a truck head. And so I sent it there and it was parked there. Later I picked it and gave it to one of the NDC big guys. And because I needed money. And I know him. So I was looking at him and I said, are you sure you are NDC person? So when the Govlulati came in, then they sent Peter. So I sorted out that matter. The police say they will hand over the car. Then I went out and called some of our boys. Because I wanted, if I should do it because of political implication, they will say that I am actually lawless or misbehaving. So I wanted the boys to come so that we pick them. We will not even lock them in that police station. Like I wanted to bring them to Govlul's office so that we send them to the police. But my issue here is that the ACP Gerson at the police headquarters. I know that oral never mandate any police officer, but I can understand if a police officer, somebody say somebody is stealing a car vehicle, a car belongs to the state. Yes, your duty will be to safeguard that thing. But the point is that how does this Gerson know these two guys?
I don't know the question, but then again, so the person who say a year day now who arrive at the conclusion say Sam Ranti yombedi said you may NPP for.
Okay. Me make it a bench. Now bench so bench no old barrier to say Kaswa Tobutu.
Yeah.
So I happen to be on the platform. That platform, they publish a certain Land Cruiser. So I engaged the owner. Then the owner introduced himself as somebody who contested our committee, and then a former president of Car Dealers Association.
Yeah.
So then I had that engagement with him in respect of that Land Cruiser. The person I bought the Benz from happened to be a friend to that guy. Because the premises where he is running his garage, that guy rented the premises to him. Into another idea no see no. Ono na wako friend me Madam Fonu. Ebisa Madam Fonu say Benz automa alaji no wa register na. Into ni pa kwa no catch when say alaji na register. So then he suspected that I was the one probably he knows. But me, I don't know him personally. So, yes, Anuna, offer me Enura Anaju. all pamicho say we the election say no. This one will not be allowed to go just like that, particularly when the NPP openly accused Lulate of wrongdoing. And again, Omuka Riete, Onuna Oma in Confoyes and Yamano. Inti allowing this to slide, I will be doing injustice to this government. I will be doing injustice to the party I belong. The image of this party must be protected, and the image of government must be protected. Inti, it won't slide.
Okay.
Inti, me ba say already know why introduce himself to me. Or a former aspirant or contest and it's easier to verify Eric Boakye. It's easier to verify his identity. So I spoke to that.
So it was this Eric Boakye no the lead operation no.
Eric Boakye any inteku omume no. So sisia upea ubetime consult to the STC police station. But I'm on radio TV program now. Immediately after that, I intend going back to make a formal complaint. We must take this issue up and protect the image of the village. It cannot continue because they are in town and harassing innocent people.
Now, all of one so I do mudin edi sedjuma ye obakwa bo mama ne.
Prince, and now you see one of the things I will plead with some of them is that some calls when it can speak. At least once it is duty you are performing for the state, there are certain calls that is important. Me now my yes me try Kofi Boakye na ni line no empo. Me frère Ablakwa me nsankanu. But I knew say me frère Edema metimi anya na me Edema metimi I inform Ablakwa. But Edem to Edem Agbana, he did not pick the call.
Honorable Edem Agbana, no Getrude North for your program.
And around 5 for your program. And so he did not pick the call. So I was actually stranded until the guy mentioned Gbegulu. And then I said, okay, let me then call Gbegulu. So that's how I reached out to Gbegulu and I got these issues to resolve. But at least we need to expose these people and let the Ghanaian people know, say, NPP for now. Otchere na omuye dia omuye na omu aba bonji akase Patricia Piaje unim the press conference awoye no and she specifically accused Gbegulu.
Yeah,
and I'm saying on authority that these two guys are NPP, and I'm saying that the other guy contested Kaswa against our Komsin. It's verified, his identity is verified, and so we'll pick it up and then the rest the Ghanaian people will get to know about it.
Very well. Madam say honorable Alhaji Halidu and Obre said was your castle and one on the tea or for where your masuma honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa and now Haruna Alidu send call frau now what the Asemia to him send go for them MP before be the mudin enenam and our moji cast at the free call for said about ya ombenya sembi dia betu dwase NDC buy no omo de oral and the shrimp cast a different call for answer. Halidu na no and what the casano any dance dia wade atudwa say obia pe eje chini no pass em no kura STC police station no okwa okobusa abatibu nsem and this same guy ye body din woni ni nua no ade sa ya wo frɛ Alhaji Halidu apa cho say we dey nyina nuanom ti we dey o ma asɛm no nkɔ Halidu se wo ma asɛm no nkɔ en ko ma asɛm no so kɔ ya agwadi o man Ghana bro pa wo ma asɛm no kɔ se ya wadi o man Ghana bro and I'm hoping and praying say NPP mpanifo no so sabuti ya mo so nsɛm mbedom asukɔ wabobodin mo betima kɔ akira ye mu nso mo hwehwɛ mu na ne mu ni mfa ho no mo de abatodwa sɛ bia enya mo na mo soma ho mo a mo mfa matodwa sɛ mo nso na mo soma ho mo nso dia ene mo amugyegireje abusua ora adwumadie na wodie no Ghana fo akoma edi akire Ghana fo epesa adwuma na omudie no adansedi ahodo omo de batodwa edefa ensase enkofo agi ato ewo kwatiri kwan so asase eda miamia anka wo kwoto ane bo denden no ye dia momo adifodie eno manya so say adwuma na omudie no Ghana for pe and what you need to know about oral say eye preparatory work no mo ye omo baboa no mo de asam no e de ama eye Ghana ban anasa bambo nyuma hodo no ma de achie ni apa asam no poma sibre o madwuma no ora entu ka enkwotu obi entwini mfiri ni ka mu enka se ka no aban de anti ye je fru nsem enye ora dwumadie no na Alhaji Haruna Alidu ami anyanti ase wadansidie obedi ni se nkofo bi omu ye NPP fo na nama omu di se adwuma no yakwa oma no so Antonia Kwei security expert eno wa mienu nti ni afre no sa agege kasi ena fe so the statement a wo isu ye ede etu aban ne fo ede fa eye oman pani John Dramani Mahama na kwani abadie ehun nsem sa no ma mienu we enti ne afre no ora Antonia Kwei ye mo akwa aba
so we never makwame
na bibi aboko de
ejana dum otchere me pocho how no production chimile
ye nyina ye so ye kurakram nyame adawma na eja me chance em free ha sisi na me ne Alhaji Haruna Alidu edi nkomo na wabedi adanse yes anasa ne nsem woka ne se egofo bia wosusu so mo ye NPP fo enam ena wo mo gye cars e de free nkofo bi nsem na ba kwa nani kɔ bosso eye Obia oye metropolitan assembly coordinator in the eastern region na ne official car wo use no and MPP for me enu ebeje free ne nsem no mo say omo ye adwuma on behalf of Ora assembly kopie wo eye STC police station area eche no wabra Alidu frɛ honorable Bavlo Latino omo ka se car no ye nyama coordinator no na fe ewiache no nkofo ya Alidu susu so me NPP foi efre na no mo patch o say akonya ma asem ne nko but was say the way a omode ora for din edi se adwuma we enya ade ebebo akra does it give credence and as a boya miete nia NPP for nansen ya mo kan dia fa ora for yi ho ase yi ana because the omode beto dwane say ora for ne nam e no mo tete nkofo Antonia Kwei, who's our issue we saying?
Yo, many are coming. I mean, here, wait for you wash of free non pay. In matters of security, our a president Papano in Paboni Biso will exploit the vulnerabilities are our structure them. Now, what do you go in massive?
Vulnerabilities.
Yes.
The
vulnerabilities in the structure only there. If operation recover area, one you made that would in fact, the baka Ghana for baby or if you support what them wanna.
Yeah.
Or a positive. Now, them positive, no. Impact minimum, say a car within the political content, no. On your who the way MP people ferry the explanation, another the narrative at the mamno. What per that would go or ye urano, no thing. Now, these are very critical issues. Majidi there or there. Or yeah, abandon kasaso or soft. Na them those you want to there. Over make sure there in Kofa. Why get your mano ne property? I want for one papa to know why you know. Over retrieve ni nano. Or that abandon kasaso there.
Yeah.
One Ponukrano were part of this illegal possession of state assets. Or as one Kasasu would deploy all the means Obama Orano will look very bad in the face of Ghanaians. And another critical thing is what we are seeing. Apart from that, say political party or lose election. Potentially, will be very psychological reaction. The psychological reaction only there. NPP for will lose election. When in painful beer, said you know what will hold on this
state assets at the moment. On the Mijawa, one supporters in war with the Mimpin Funimunti. What part of war use to Urano? Now, what did you damn assets? And so Kabandama, Urano Kwano, to retrieve those assets in the Kwano, this will be very difficult because the main number one state assets with their car.
Yeah.
Let's say, or Fubia, but there will be the Ura, team no happen. Let's say at the right time, the Ura Nankasawa, but they were begging the men the Manoka, Monko Fubia, Babaji, the Dawa. Then the question is, who are those people?
But the other question is, Ora for can say, Sa Adiana Ekosono, Eka Omejuma. Is a part of a modus operandi some Bakwaje or my Japadi dear free obi. Eka Omejuma.
Well, if you want, rules of engagement, one day in there, we'll retrieve all the necessary information. About to have my evidence to prosecute those people and to retrieve those items.
And does retrieving information include say Obaje Ubeshim Obi carefree in them and as a Kabia Uzuzu say ya buying Eddie free in them?
No. We share the rules of engagement of the Urana. There's nothing like that. Their mandate borders on information. What if or citizens in the war? So make sure that the appropriate institutions, at the right time, will begin to work on those evidence, to retrieve those items. It is Obipiara, Oboko, any, former, government official, to retrieve any access, that person must be seen as a criminal or as illegal entity, unless they be out, watch your day. These are the group of people who are more or less Napier or more help, others, to retrieve those items. But until that Abana Kasaba out, those activities are not part of the mandate of the ORA.
Okay.
Not say that your friend is Asante Bediatuo, your friend is Gabby.
But no cross for be and what government more we appointments.
Mati, I've heard it. I've heard that the most powerful people in the government are more informal. Mati say Gabby, Darko, Nana Asante Bediatuo, Ken ofori Atta, and then Nana Dunya friend Bumpty, and then Nana himself. But there is this other lady, one year he has not done any work for this party, never campaigned for this party. But they be Ochi, Jubilee House, or you're very rude to party people, your friend Sarah to Atta. These people should not be allowed to conduct themselves in that manner.
And in there.
Now, her job is finished. He was there being rude. Asante Bediatuo, I hear he's not very well. And, and I pray for him. But he's a very bad man. No, terrible person. Say one time I went there. No, say. On your politics, so you tell me where you have ever seen Asante Bediatuo our Koye campaign my NPP. With Gabby there, we can credit Gabby. Anybody who says Gabby and Yejuma,
Yejuma.
Gabby is all those people are all more on Asante Bediatuo, Sarah to Atta, all these people. Where from them? You can't go and put people, and then when people come, they claim they are busy. Asante Bediatuo, you tell me, Musa Superior, that you are busy. When I was going around campaigning for their party, where were you? I wish him well. You can't tell me you are busy. You have to listen to me because
last time I know the motorcade they call club.
Maybe I don't know about that.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah.
All I'm saying is that they are almost here and Lucy. So the party should keep track. We have to have a tracker to be able to check a party for our almost Bojumama party, so that when we come to power, these are the people who should be in government. Competent, loyal, dedicated party people they should be in government so that they can look after your party people. And I'm telling you, Mahama's announcement, appointments are all demonstrate argument I mean making. We need our party people to be in sensitive positions in government. Sammy Jamfi, the National Communications Director, he's just been giving a lucrative job at PMMC. Big job, huge responsibility.
Wow.
Now, yeah, we are out there called Google or more duties, and then you will know that that is the way you look after a party, so that they are there. They will concentrate on building their party. They will look after the country. And 2028, if we don't do well, they will win again. And if you go and bring people like Alote, and then there are some names I don't want to mention. And I know the party people know these people. In the 2024 elections, I was all over the country. A few of the executives were all over the country. Majority of them were in Accra here. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. Okay. Now, such people, you make them chief executive, you won't find them. In fact, some of them were politicians, deep politicians, but they didn't go anywhere. No, they didn't go anywhere. One of them told me that, oh, but Musa, this thing, you know, it is clear that we have lost. And I say, I'm not going to mention his name, but I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about. And yet, so the steering committee of the party must take over the party and seize the party and make sure that every single person in the party, including the presidential candidate and his team, has to be in line. How is it that you run a campaign now? A campaign, there is no regular reportage by the campaign office to the steering committee. How? The steering committee should supervise every committee of the party. There was statutory committee and non-statutory committee. So our statutory committees, we have named them in the constitution.
Mahamadu thoughts on this. Now, more director of communication for the party. Yeah. And I'm director of communication for the president's campaign.
It was unnecessary. I have already told you the bigger plan. The bigger plan is that the national steering committee, and all those they have appointed on the National Steering Committee should take over the management of the campaign. The current director of communications of the campaign, he would have been the director of communication of the campaign. And it amazes me that he was subservient. A whole director of communication of a party becomes subservient to a director of communication of a committee of a party. How can that make sense?
Say that again.
Me see, how can a whole director of communication of the party become subservient or servy under a director of communication of a committee, because the campaign is a committee of the party?
Yeah.
Every campaign team is a committee of the party approved by the National Council. So every officer of the party at the steering committee level, National Executive Committee level, National Council level is more senior than all members of the national campaign team. They are supposed to report to the party. So the people must be educated, and that is why I may carry constitution of the party around. Now, say educating your people now, they will just leave the party for individuals, and then every single day for their own personal interest, they will keep undermining this party, and that should not be on. So me, a time new drew. He says, yeah, reforms. Time new drew. Now people are coming out to contest elections. Me make it direct appeal to our party people around the country. Say, they shouldn't take the money, because at the end of the day, and they say, take the money and go and vote for wrong people. Vote strong people, and I tell you, very strong people will come out. Voting and then look at scorecard in the party. Juma in the party when they're in government. I tell you, Tamale in 2020, who watch your results now? The number we got was over 30,000 votes as mayor. Now 2024, I'm not mayor. The number has decreased to 16 to 17,000 votes. That is my scorecard. So that Obia or Bisano 2020 Tamale Central. Now my number now it was 29,295. Tamale South, because there were two constituencies in Tamale Metro. Tamale South 25,544. In 2024, Musa Superior na me knew her as mayor. What is the number in Tamale Central? Number no abba from 29,000 to 20,000. 9,000 votes have gone.
Wow.
In Tamale South, from 25,000 to 18,000. That is the scorecard of Musa Superior. So Ubisa said, "Dear na me party no. I can't tell you what I did. This kind of votes as time mayor no. But if you go to Tamale and ask, I was the only politician in this country me ran open surgery. Only the whole Ghana. I ran an open surgery between 5 p.m. and sometimes 10 to 11 p.m. every single day, Monday to Friday.
Wow.
Party people, Ghanaian citizens are on what time they come and see me. Days that man run this program would be either weekends or now me chukwai. So this is my scorecard. So steering committee must insist that we get the party people, competent party people, because omo Ghanaian. If you get the how can anybody argue that a political animal such as the chief of staff, your friend was saying, Julius Debra, how can you argue that he can be chief of staff?
You can't.
You cannot make that argument because or your competent is also a strong party person.
Yeah, former regional chairman of Eastern Regional Party.
That is why I say me enumerate way. Yeah, party man. So it's a party for no bar. He will think about them. He will think about them. You can't go and put people, and then when people come, they claim they are busy. Asante Bediatuo, you tell me, Musa Superior, that you are busy. When I was going around campaigning for their party, where were you, Lucy? So
the issue of cronyism. Nana Asafu Mafo, advisor to the president, Neba Snit, here Kazekra or Dasoho. Yebenya way, no one so the Nere Aquaha. No way, and no a party.
Me, when it doesn't worry me if there's evidence that Omaya Jumama party.
Oh, okay.
More qualifications. They are all qualified. But the other qualification that should put them there, no, I'm on Nibi. Look at this lady. What's the name? Akufo Addo's daughter. The chief executive of the Ghana Creative. What is her name? Jan Kruma. What is her scorecard? Juma Ben or Yema party now. Me see, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Find the people who have worked. And that is going to be the challenge for the next presidential candidate and the next president of the NPP. Because we will encourage the steering committee. The steering committee will take charge, not the National Council. So most of the decisions should have to be arrived at the steering committee. After all, the president is there, the presidential candidate is there, chairman of Council of Elders is there, leader of our group in parliament is there, all the elected members are there. What else do you want? How do you have to drag things to the National Council so that you can manipulate the council to take decisions in your favor? Omukoye review committee. They just came and then they announced the names to them. People want to talk, they won't be allowed to talk. And you say you are running a democracy. You cannot run a democracy in a manner you run a democracy. It's unacceptable. So, me encourage the party people, and I tell them that the spirit of Darocha is coming back. The spirit of BJ Darocha is coming back. The spirit of Papa Osu Ankuma is coming back. The spirit of the Jake Obechebilante is coming back. In fact, the spirit of J. Akufo is already here with us.
Now, the spirit is here. Some say, Sabra, Wamudi, J.H. Mensa, Assembly Court. Now, one more sentencing. Na BJ Darocha was his lawyer. Party in Kwafon Shadenim. Sabarima George Kunkufo. Over them 1.5 years.
Yeah.
As a political prisoner.
Yeah. So we need all this spirit to come back. Because the real
BJ Darocha power.
I don't even know this. Now I'm for me kasa na almost I am washing. Somebody said I'm washing the dirty linen of the party in public. What kind of illogical thinking is this?
We are better.
Bitter for what? I had jobs. served as mayor, served as deputy CEO. What else do I want? I'm not bitter. There are bitter people. I mean, people who were sacked. If you were sacked and probably you are talking, somebody can say because you were, I have been sacked. Now, because I'm part of the government, say government no you're wrong, ma. I shouldn't correct them. Is that what kind of psychophancy is that? You are part of the government. I am prepared to get sacked. I am prepared to be booted out for saying the kinds of things me can. At the time I was an appointee of government. So that the party, we can build the party. So people should stop saying, they say, I'm accusing the party. I am not. It's a conversation. If you don't want to be part of the conversation to address some problems that ended up in this massive, horrific, disastrous defeat, allow people to do it. I'm not the only person doing it. Or is it because it's Musa Superior? There are other people doing it. And then they get the praises for doing it. But because Musa Superior is doing it, and therefore it's wrong, it cannot be wrong. All these people who have made this party suffer the way we have suffered, we cannot accept their apology. The only way we can accept that apology is for them to stand down, so that we can say, the right people to come and take over. But
when you say na spiritual.
Spiritual in terms of omuye jujuana.
Because ebano minim say prophet Owusu Bempa eba bonten be kan say the party no aye na wa mo challenge no 40% kromo obwa
it's not any spiritual. It's not any spiritual. It's accumulation of the things that party na ye and the things that the government didn't do well. Voting now, you go and take money and vote a wrong parliamentary candidate. It will how. Now, if the parliamentary candidate is also encouraging bribery and corruption as our polling station level now, how is it that I hear a lot of aspirants went and give television, fridges? Now, the steering committee should monitor this and disallow that and name and shame people. Even national executive election, all these things also. And then you say, oh, this man is good. But you know, one first you can you are because Obiwa about 700 delegates. But we have 5,000. Check the person. Check the person. And these are the people, the oral people are chasing. And then you will tell me that, oh, oral need constitutional mandate and there. It is not about the president-elect has the right to say that I'm appointing people. If you have issue, come and report it to them. Now, if you haven't stolen any money or if you haven't stolen any land, why should you be afraid of oral?
Almost say, where did they draw their powers in the first
place? No, it is not like that. All those arguing like that, they are mischievous. Okay. The man is the president-elect or a Ghanaian. Look, Musa Superior, I can come and announce that I'm putting up a team together. If you know anybody has stolen government money, come on, Musa Superior, a common person like me, I can do that. The constitution does not stop me from doing that. They are not implementing anything. They are not doing anything judicial. In fact, they have announced, say, as soon as the Attorney General is confirmed, they will send the complaints to you a journalist. Ubetima announce say unim obi say Okita state car, Okita state vehicle on Babe reporting. So sad there no omunjaika. But why are they afraid
born out of political witch hunting?
I don't think so. What in witch hunting? I mean, me handy me vehicles. I think a week before the president had even announced say yanko handy vehicles. What political witch hunting? If you have stolen government money, then of course you are going to be in trouble. If you are keeping government vehicle, you'll be in trouble. If you have done some form of corruption, you'll be in trouble. Because even if the oral is dissolved, the Attorney General will come after you. Do you get the point? So me, a party for almost stopping making these comments. It's as if you are making those comments as though anything wrong.
Yo, it for Winnie and Sama Abeto. Yep, so Mikao says, so we now subscribe to channel here. Bomodia say, we subscribe. As I had here latest and hot news. And Aremeyaw Bremo. After we are now, like video, no, give us a thumbs up. Now, share my Ato Forson. Now, when you be here, now who and somewhere also, ever Ghana Memoha. Also, between Otchere, watching a fire and somewhere in our ever comment box in Mobati Minkabium in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. click on the bell to turn on the notification.